Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we are going to be making the dress on the screen, and it has open in front and is kind of 3-in-1. And if this is something you are interested in watching, please hit on the subscribe button and let's get started. Right now I've gone ahead to mark out 2 inches, which is where all my measurement will start from, and I've taken my tape to measure my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 10. My under bust is 14. My waistline is, my upper waistline is 16, while my lower waist is 21. The dress is going to stop at my lower waist, and right now I'm rolling all the lines. And this is my lower waist, and I'm labeling all of them right now. The next thing is for us to get our shoulder. Our shoulder is 8, that is 16 divided by 2 is 8. I made a point there, and from that point I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and my neck width is 3 inches. You can go in by 2.75 depending how tight you want this dress to be on your neck. And I'm connecting my shoulder slope to my neckline right now. So to get your armhole, you divide your round bust measurement by 6, whatever it gives you, add 1.5 to it. Mine is 8 and I marked it there. So I'm trying to get my chest line right now, which will also connect to my armhole. I'm trying to correct this line. The first one wasn't correct. It wasn't straight. So I will label it chest line. I'll use my ruler to draw a line. This line is going to be for our armhole. Then from my shoulder slope, I measure out 4 inches, which is the midpoint of my armhole, and also mark out my round bust measurement, which is 10. I came back to this area to mark out half an inch for the armhole, and I'm connecting all the dots together. So if you want to cut out your front and your back together, because the neckline of front and back are going to be the same, you can also mark out your armhole. The armhole is different. The back armhole is different from the front armhole. You can see where I stopped from the midpoint. That is where my back armhole stopped. So right now I'm marking my dart, which is 4 inches. That is from my bust down to the lower waist. Then from my waistline, I'm going to go out by half an inch. Repeated the same thing on the lower waist. I'm connecting all the dots. Right now is for us to get our round body measurements. My bust is 10 and my under bust is 8.5. I also replaced the dart intake. My waist is 8 inches. I replaced the dart intake, which is 1 inch. And my lower is 10 inches, and I also replaced the dart. Right now I'm connecting everything all together, all the dots. Okay, so another thing for us to do right now is to come up by 2 inches. I'm going to use the whole of the up for my neck. This is where I want the length of my neck to stop. And from the area where my neck width stopped, I'm going to go out by half an inch and use my ruler to reconnect my neckline to my shoulder line as shown. Right, once this is done, the next thing right now is for me to divide my shoulder line to get the midpoint of the shoulder and connect it from the bust to the shoulder line. And I went out by 1/2 inch from the shoulder line. Right now is for us to reconnect our chest line. To determine how deep I want my chest line to be, I came up by 1 inch and connected it. You can come up by 2 inches if you wish, and I connect the line to the armhole. And then from the dart leg, I came up by 1/2 inch and connected to the shoulder lines. I repeated the same thing on the other side and connect it back to the bust point. Right now, I'm going to replace the dart intake. From this point I marked earlier for my shoulder, I went out by 1 inch and came down by 1 inch or so for my shoulder slope. I'm going to extend this chest line. This is my second chest line. I'm going to extend it and also replace the dart intake. Please don't forget to replace your dart intake. Right now I'm reconnecting my shoulder slope and I'm reconnecting also my armhole. I also extended the line to the previous chest line. Right now I want to get the midpoint of this armhole. I went in by 1/2 inch from the midpoint. Right now I'm going to use my ruler to reconnect. Trying to set my ruler very well and reconnect the armhole. Right now you can see the dart intake I was trying to explain earlier. And I'm also gonna head to cut out my back. How I cut out my back, I place my front on the back and use my tracer to trace all the area I want, which is my necklines and my armhole, my sides, and my dart. Okay, these are the area I wanted, so I use my tracer to trace them. My chest line, my dart will stop at the chest line. Okay, this is where I also trace out the dart legs. Okay, right now I'm going to remove it and show you. This is it. This is my armhole. This is how I cut it off. You can see it's the same, and also the chest line. And after making sure everything is correct, and I labeled it. Okay, chest line. Then I take away the paper. Right now is for us to remove the unwanted areas from the front as shown. So after removing the unwanted area, I brought out the back to check if the two are equal. So the two are equal except the armhole. Once you take out you close your darts, it would be equal. Okay, and also the chest line is the same, you can see. Right now I'm going to take out this and bring out another paper for the upper part. This paper is what I'm going to use to cut the smaller one in front. Right now I'll place it and cut out the unwanted areas. And I'll find the midpoint of this armhole because the front armhole and back armhole are not the same. I'll find the midpoint as shown, and use my tape to mark out 1/2 inch. I went in by 1/2 inch, okay, and retrace it, and also retrace the downside as shown. Right now use my scissors and cut it out. And from the folded area of my neck, I'm going to come down by 1/2 inch as shown. Then use my ruler and connect it this way. And after marking out this area, what I did was to bring the back and place the smaller one on top and cut it to make sure that they are equal. So I will remove the whole pattern and bring in the front for us to cut our dart. This is how I slash my dart. The down part and the shoulder part. Slash it down to the bust point. Don't cut it out. Just make sure you stop at the bust point. And this is how you close your dart. Use your sellotape and close it. You can see what I'm trying to do. This is how you close your dart, and it will look perfect. I repeated the same thing on the other side and went ahead to fold the paper. And from the armhole, I marked out 3 inches because I'm trying to cut out my neckline. Right now, I'm going to place my ruler this way and mark out my neckline. My neckline is going to stop at the chest line. So after that, I cut it up. And this is how it's going to look when you open it. So I brought out the smaller one and open it and measure from my shoulder down to the length I want it to be, which is the chest line. And from the other side of the armhole, I marked out 2 inches as shown. And from the side, I went in by 4 inches as shown. Right now, I'm going to use my ruler. I place my ruler this way and mark out this area I want. This is how it's going to look. And this is how beautiful it's looking. Right now, I'll bring my front and place this smaller one on top to show you how the front is going to look. And another thing is for me to also trace the armhole. You can see the upper one is wider than the inner one. And this is for my back. I'm going to use my tracer to trace the back, which is the dart's legs and the chest line. After tracing it, I slash it open as shown, and this is how you close your dart. And also went ahead to close the other side, and this is how you fold it and cut it on the actual fabric. And I was trying to mark out the zigzag that is on the top. If you want your own to be straight, is your choice. If you want your own to be zigzag, is your choice. So just make sure you use your weaving machine to weave the neck if you are using the zigzag method. Okay, so right now I'm going to retrace this my armhole. You can see I'm retracing the armhole because the back armhole and the front armhole are not the same. And this is me checking out my body measurement to know that it's complete. Okay, this is how you fold, you join this this pattern paper or on your actual fabric. So right now you have to go and pipe all these lines. You can see you pipe it because this dress doesn't have a lining. You pipe it and you put the back one first, then the smaller one, and then the front one. Just make sure you pipe the necklines. Then when you finish doing it, this is how it's going to look. Then you add your sleeves. Once you add your sleeves, this is it. This is the back. The next thing right now is for you to measure your body. Okay, measure the bust, the waist, and the area that is needed, and then go to your sewing machine and sew it. So after making this video, and I realized that this isn't supposed to be here, so what I did was to use my scissors and cut it. Please, when you are cutting on this small one, please open it and cut it on the actual fabric. Don't fold it. And remember to add your half an inch for your sewing allowance when you're cutting it on the actual fabric. And remember that the material you are going to use to make this dress is going to be a stretching material, so it will enable your head to pass through your neck. Okay, it's going to be a stretching material. And if you are using a zigzag method, please use your weaving machine to weave it. Please, if this video is helpful, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.